so now would be a good time to mute your things. And then again, coming onto your mat and laying on your back in whatever comfortable position works for you. Closing your eyes and just arriving. So yoga is so much more than a physical practice. It truly is a system for transformation. And the system is a union of the entire self, the mind, the body, and the spirit. The goal of this practice is to draw the mind into the body, the experience of now, to become present to what is. So we take this moment to close our eyes on the external world and just assess, how am I showing up to the mat? Let your awareness travel down your body, search for any tension, any clinging, holding on, and just start to let go. Let go of all that you went through this morning to get to the mat and all the things you intend to do later, and arrive completely into this moment free. Start to cleanse yourself of expectations, stories. And then take your right hand and place it on your belly, and your left hand on your heart. Within each and every being, we have the masculine and the feminine, these two opposing forces coming together in a union in our yoga practice. The masculine resides in the belly, our fire, our drive, and the feminine, our hearts, emotions. So checking in as you begin to connect with your breath, start to just feel the sensation of the breath moving into the body, expanding belly and chest. Noticing the exhale and the softening, the letting go. Let's take 3 full breaths together. Begin just exhaling all the way, fall into the mat. And then take a big inhale through the nose. Let it be slow and long. And feel the inhale moving past your nostrils, down your throat. And feel it expanding in belly and chest. Hold it briefly at the top, sit in that space, observing. And then open up your mouth and just let it pour out past your lips. As you exhale, let your belly fall. Notice the hands and the chest falling towards the earth. Begin again when you're all the way empty. Inhale through your nose, a little bigger, a little fuller. Filling up the whole body with the essence of the breath. Hold it briefly at the top and then open up your mouth and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Your biggest breath. Invite it somewhere else. Feel the belly expand. And then the chest. And then take it into shoulder blades and collarbone. Hold it briefly. Open up your mouth, exhale. With your next inhale through your nose, stretch your legs long if you're in Baddha Konasana, and take your arms and reach them up over your head. So stretching the whole body, waking it up and driving the breath to fingertips and toes. Hold it. As you exhale, keep your lips closed and draw your knees into your chest, giving them a little squeeze. Take your hands and gently interlace them behind your head. You're going to take the knees, stack them on top of your hips, and as if your legs are sitting on a table. Just draw that belly to the spine, squeezing that spine down into your mat, and extend your right leg towards the front of your mat. So stretch it straight.
And then lift your shoulder blades off the mat and take your right elbow and try and bring it to your left knee. Keep pulling your belly button to your spine and see if you can keep both shoulders off your mat, giving some energy to your toes. And let's just switch. Now left elbow comes to right knee. Again, both shoulders are off the mat and your belly is squeezing tight. Now switch again. And now just start to move faster, but keeping the integrity of the belly button pulling to the spine. And you're noticing how the breath is playing into this as well. Maybe the inhale is every time you turn towards the right and exhale to the left. But starting to bring breath into this movement, squeezing belly, and just keep going.
We're going to do this for a count of 100, moving as fast as you can, or finding a rhythm that works for you. So just moving for 1, 2, 3, 4, lighting right in fire, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 2. You can slow it down if you need to, or you can speed it up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 2, but just keep moving. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 2. Squeeze the belly tighter. 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and connect each time. 9, 10, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 8, 2. You're almost there. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the last one. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hug your knees into your chest. Again, letting the belly button drop towards the spine, pushing spine into the mat. Just squeeze your knees into your chest. Taking one full breath here. We'll send the legs straight up towards the ceiling. Take your hands and slide them underneath your hips, supporting the low spine. Keep squeezing belly button to spine, pushing low spine into the mat. Try and send energy up through your toes. I don't care if toes are pointed or flexed. I prefer flexed here, but you might not be. You might be a little too tight. So pulling belly in, lower right leg to a hover above the floor. And don't let it touch, just hover it. Squeeze the belly, and then just switch. And then switch. And switch. And just keep moving like this. Again, we're just going to pick a pace that's comfortable for you. So the belly button pulling in, just, again, find your breath. Let the inhale maybe be every time right leg comes to the sky. Exhale every time left leg. We're only here for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, keep going, keep breathing. So when you get fatigued, let the breaths be bigger and fuller. Inhale more. 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Both legs come up, hug your knees in. Take that breath again. We're going to slowly start to rock forward and back. Maybe tuck your hands behind your calf muscles or on top of your shins and just build some momentum. You'll come all the way across your ankles. Come over your ankles, finding all 4 tabletops. All 4 is tabletop. So wrists are right below the shoulders, knees below the hips. So now we've awakened the energy of the belly. Let's dip the belly down, pull the heart forward, lift the chin, look up into cow. Take a big inhale here, chin up. Exhale, you'll tuck your tailbone, arch your spine, and begin to press the floor away as you draw chin to chest right at the end, squeeze. Again, inhale, tailbone flexes up, belly drops, the heart comes forward, and the chin lifts. Exhale, first it's a tailbone, then we round, and then we push, and then finally chin to chest as you arch. One more time on your own. Inhale, finding your breath and feeding it into the shape. And then exhale till you're completely empty. And when you're empty, hold for 3, pushing the floor away, squeezing tighter for 2. Coming to a neutral spine with your inhale, curl your toes under, and just lift your knees to a hover above the floor. We're just going to pick them up off the floor, so maybe an inch or 2. Staying high up on the balls of the feet, so don't send the heels back, really getting up high. Now see if you can tilt your tailbone up towards the sky, so you're kind of sticking the butt up, and push the chest back towards your thighs just a little bit. If you want to add a layer, you can micro bend the elbows or even bend the elbows to a hover above the floor an inch or 2. And here we are just for 5. We're just lighting that fire. You might feel the heat rushing in for 3. And we're just here for 2. As you inhale, begin to straighten, pressing, and sending sit bones to the sky. Focus on tailbone rising. So then we come and return our attention to what's on the earth, building from the foundation. Spread your fingers out a little bit wider. Root down through the knuckles of the fingers all the way to the tips. Start to feel the heels being drawn towards the earth as well. And then begin your inhale from what's on the earth, pressing the floor away to lift those sit bones higher. Exhale, we'll push your chest back a little bit towards your thighs and begin to drop the heels down towards the mat. We want to make sure we begin here exploring engaging Mula Bandha. So belly button is coming in and up. And as we pull the belly in and up, we begin to tilt that tailbone up higher, releasing low spine. You'll feel the spine lengthen. Let's inhale, shift forward to the top of a push-up. Holding this plank position, squeezing belly and press the floor away. Make sure that your shoulder heads are tucked back into the socket. And again, belly is lifted. We want to lift the quadriceps as well, hugging them up against the thigh bone. And then we'll shift forward to the tips of the toes and just lower all the way down to the mat. Come down with control. You can bring knees down first if you'd like, then chest, chin, belly. And then we'll inhale into a low cobra, just pulling the heart forward, lifting that chin and chest. As you exhale, come back down and push hips back towards heels, lifting hips to the sky, down dog. Taking 2 breaths once again in down dog. Inhale, lifts the tailbone. Exhale, lets the heels start to come down, chest goes back, and belly comes in and up. 1 more full breath, stretching up. And heels drop. Let's inhale, right leg up and back, stretch it to the back of the space. We'll begin here with flexing of the foot. So the toes are actually pointed down towards the floor. And you want to make sure that the toes are actually pointed at the floor and not out to the side. So you're going to rotate the inner thigh up and bring baby toe towards the mat. Now push your hands into the mat and try and send the heel towards the back of the space. And then just lift it slightly as you take an inhale. Then exhale your knee to your nose. You'll crawl all the way forward. Shoulders will stack on top of wrists. Lift the thigh higher. Send it all the way back again. Take that inhale. As you exhale, set right foot next to left. Reset here. With your next inhale, left leg comes up and back. Stretch the leg back again. It might take a moment here to really feel the sensation in right leg and square those hips. And then you'll send energy out of the heel. Stretch back, lift. And then knee to nose as your exhale, squeeze it in, holding here. Shifting forward, lifting thigh higher. Then set that foot between your hands. Step your right foot up as well. We're going to find ragdoll. Feet will be hip-width distance. I tend to like, especially as I'm just warming up, to bend my knees a lot and drape my belly onto my thighs, chest onto knees. But choosing what feels best for you and your body today. Ragdoll is this opportunity to check in with where is the tension hiding? Where have I accumulated it? So oftentimes you'll notice it's in the hamstrings or the low spine, or maybe it's up in your shoulder blades, your neck. Really just explore, where is it? Then take an inhale, drive the breath right into the tension. As you exhale, see if you can release it. See if you can soften the low spine. Let the shoulders fall towards the mat, sliding them off the back. Maybe tuck the chin just a little bit more. And then see how it feels to incorporate a little bit of movement, some fluidity into the shape, like water. The body just flows freely. And we'll slow down the rocking and just return to neutral. Rock your head side to side as if you're saying no. Nod your head as if you're saying yes, and just let the head dangle off the shoulders. Take 1 big inhale here. As you exhale, fold even deeper, head closer to the floor, then release your hands down to the mat. As you inhale, halfway lift, draw your heart forward, squeeze your belly in. Exhale, fold 1 more time. Hands can wrap around the backs of the calves, face to the shins. 3, squeeze the face to the shins, lift the hips. 2, press your feet into the mat. Take your arms out to the sides and inhale, swan dive, rise all the way up to the sky. Come up and see your palms meet at the top. Stretch up nice and tall. As you exhale, guide your hands to your heart. Press the palms against one another. Again, we join the masculine and the feminine. The right brain, the left brain, we come to our center in balance, connection. Tuck your chin, close your eyes, and find your intention for your practice today. We don't have the motivation of the teacher in the room looking at you or the people next to you to inspire you. The inspiration has to come deep from within, the understanding that this practice can transform you. What is your intention? What aspect of you is transforming? What are you asking from this practice today? Where is the healing going to happen, take place? And then we show up, we do the work, even when it gets hard. Find your intention. Take a big breath. Inhale, breathe this intention in every cell of your being. Open up your mouth, one slow, long exhale through the mouth. Cleansing any resistance to receiving. Let's inhale, circle the arms up over the head. Right hand will grab your left wrist. Lift the rib cage and exhale up and over to the right. Stay here for a full breath. Inhale, lift the rib cage again, off the waist. Exhale, reach a little bit more to the right. Chin is lifted, jaw is relaxed. Coming back through center, switch the grip. Left hand grabs right wrist. We reach up and then come over to the left. Staying here to explore again a full round of breath, but feel the breath moving into right side body, picking up that rib cage. Feel the exhale taking you deeper into the shape. Come back up through center with an inhale. Look up, separate your hands. Press the feet firmly into the earth, lift the chest. Exhale, go back, any amount that feels good. Staying here again for one round of breath. The inhale will pick up the rib cage, and the exhale will take you back a little bit further. Rise up, reach up, stretch out of your spine with your inhale. Exhale, fold, squeezing belly to spine, fold over hollow belly to the earth. Half lift will be your inhale, chest forward, and step back to downward facing dog. Find your way right to down dog. Chin tucking to chest, belly to spine. Inhale, let's rise up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend your knees low to that hover above the floor. For the first set, we're going to bring the knees all the way down to the mat. And with your inhale, you're just going to shift forward with knees down into a plank position. With your exhale, you'll just lower halfway, elbows in close. Inhale, push the floor away. Exhale, hips go back, downward facing dog. You can do it just like that, or inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend your knees low. Inhale, shift forward, top of a push-up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Normally feel heavy these first few times. Let's do one more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend the knees low. Move with your breath. Let the inhale take you forward. Hear your breath. Exhale lowers you until you're empty. Inhale pushes the floor away. Strong ujjayi breathing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find 2 breaths here. Inhale, press the floor away, lift sit bones. Exhale, chest goes back, heels go down. One more time. Inhale, really lengthen. Exhale, heels down, chest back. Inhale, let's rise to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, and then hop step, top of the mat. Exhale, folds all the way. Come all the way up, reach for the sky. Inhale, right hand grabs left wrist. Exhale to the right until you're empty, being guided by the breath as your teacher, your guide. The inhale will begin to lift you back up through center, and the exhale will take you to the other side, switching that grip. Inhale is going to lift you back up to center. Exhale goes back, back bend as far back as you can go. 3, falling back for 2. Then the inhale lifts you back up, fill your lungs, hold it. Belly comes in, exhale, we fold all the way. Inhale is a halfway lift. Step back, down dog, exhale, left foot first. Inhale, we rise to the balls of the feet. Bend the knees with your exhale. Inhale, shifts forward, high plank. Low plank, exhale, moving with the breath. Inhale, push the floor away. Down dog, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, rise up. Bend the knees, exhale. Inhale, come forward, focus more on the breath. Exhale till you're empty. Inhale, pushes. And exhale, squeezes the belly in as you rock back. Last time, we inhale, rise. Bend the knees, exhale. All the way forward, inhale. Lower, exhale. Push the floor away, inhale. Down dog, exhale, stay for 2 breaths. So here's where you can let the breath go from ujjayi to wherever you need to. If you need to open up your mouth and just take a breath, reconnect. Slow the heart rate down, slow the breath down. Inhale, we'll rise up to the balls of the feet, bending knees, and hop step with your exhale, top of that mat. Half lift is your inhale, fold deeply, exhale. Inhale rises all the way up, reach for the sky, one more set like this. Exhale to the right, your deepest expression. Keep going until you've found your edge. Come up with your inhale. Exhale to the left, again your deepest expression. Back up to center, inhale, look up. Fall back, exhale, how far back can you go for 3? Falling back for 2. Rising all the way up, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Half lift is your inhale. Exhale, step back, right foot down, dog. Inhale, we'll rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bends the knees low. Inhale, shifts forward. Exhale, lowers. Inhale, pushes. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Bend, exhale. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Should be feeling lighter. Exhale, back. Our last one. Inhale. Bend those knees. Exhale. Come forward. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. And exhale, back. Stay for those 2 breaths. Inhale, lifting some breaths. Exhale, squeezing belly in and up, that mula bandha. Last one, breathe. Rising to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, squeeze the belly, push the floor away as you hop lightly top of that mat. Half lift is our inhale. Exhale, fold and sit into a chair. This time feet are together, knees together. As you sit low, lift your arms up, swoop them forward. Squeezing knees, pulling belly in, reaching up. See if you can bring the palms of your hands together. Just with that sheer pressure, pushing the hands together. Shoulders will drop away from the ears. You want to feel that broadening across chest and back. Squeeze again, belly in. Rock the weight into the heels. And then stretch up out of your spine, maybe switching your gaze up to your thumbs. We're here 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale. Exhale, sit lower. Now inhale, come all the way up, straighten your legs. And exhale, invite your hands down to your sides. Samasthiti. Noticing how you're feeling now. Always about that inner dialogue, where it's showing up in the mind. Right? And we always can choose that inner dialogue. So if it is pulling you out of your practice, maybe choose a different thought. Let's inhale, circle sweep those arms. Big breath. And this time, swan dive. Just separate the arms and exhale. Take a deep belly to spine. Come all the way down. Hands can wrap around the calves, face to shins. Inhale's a halfway lift to set up. You'll plant your hands. Exhale to chaturanga. You can just hop back. Inhale's upward facing dog or step back to chaturanga. And exhale is downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg to the sky this time. Inhale it up, stretch it to the ceiling. Bend your knee with your exhale, roll the hip open. Try and ground your left heel. So you really want to push the hands into the mat. Try and get that heel down. And then as you're pressing the floor away with your hands, push left heel into the mat to try and lift right knee higher, squeezing heel towards glute. Now let's straighten that right leg and then lift up onto the ball of your left foot, pressing everything into the floor. See how high you can lift those toes. Can you touch the ceiling? Then we'll square the hips, draw knee to nose, and set the foot top of the mat. Setting up for our warrior 1, grounding both feet, reach forward, rise up, warrior 1. Once again, the palms of the hands want to join. And eventually head is all the way back and gaze is up. You'll squeeze this back leg, pushing the heel down, inner thighs engaging, belly in, stretch up. Now taking one more inhale, can you sink a little bit deeper into your thigh? Stretch up a little bit more. more. And allow your exhale to take you to warrior two, opening up nice and wide. Always we want to widen up the stance, take up more real estate with our warrior two. Slide those legs open, open up your right knee. Make sure the shoulders are stacked, arms are reaching, all of the muscles are squeezing the bones. We're just gonna stay here for one more big inhale. Exhale, how deep can you sink? Now reach forward, flip your hands, and inhale, reverse that warrior. Again, just exploring our right side body, awakening, but we're taking right from the right hip crease, lifting. Exhale, hands come down, framing the foot. Left hand stays, easy twist, right arm flies. Inhale. Here we want to make sure that this left shoulder blade is tucked onto the back. So take it onto the back, sliding it here. So now we have a support system nice and strong. Pressing left hand into the mat. Take one more inhale. Exhale, take your right hand down. Step left foot to meet right. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, let's fold deep. Sit into a chair, inhale, chair pose. This time we're going to flow, so exhale takes the right arm, dips it low, opens you to the right. Bring it forward and up with your inhale. Left arm, exhale. Forward and up, inhale. Let both arms go back, chest stays forward, exhale. Look down, lift your heels. 3, tippy toes, lift up those calf muscles, squeezing. 2, drop the heels, take it to the sky, little back bend, inhale, fill your lungs, hold the inhale. 3, until you get a little bit dizzy, hold it. 2, let it saturate. Exhale, fold all the way, swan dive. Half lift is your inhale, set up. Chaturanga is your exhale. Hop back, step back, however you want to get there. Up dog, your inhale. Down dog, your exhale. Left leg lifts with the inhale. And we'll bend the knee with the exhale, roll head open. Again, first point of focus is on what's on the earth. We build from the foundation up. Spread the fingers out. Tuck your chin a little bit. Where's your drishti? Where's your gaze point? Hopefully you're looking maybe at your right shin, knee. Now ground the heel, lift the left knee higher. Now straighten the leg and touch the ceiling with those toes. Lift up onto the ball of the foot. Touch the ceiling, take a big inhale. Square the hips, knee to nose, exhale. Set the foot top of the mat. We'll rise up, warrior one. Inhale, all the way. Beautiful, such a strong, stable foundation. So we want to root the feet and then rise. Building that. And love if the body is shaking, right? These moments to find stability in that instability, right? When you feel the shaking, can you stabilize? Can you find stillness? At the same time, can you activate more? We shift the gaze up and the palms come together. There's a big inhale as you stretch up out of your spine. Exhale as your warrior two. Open it bigger. Slide the leg out, widen stance. Tailbone is tucking. Opening up left knee. Reaching through the fingers and let the muscle squeeze the bone. Again, can you sink deeper into the thigh? Opening up, outer edge of right foot presses into the earth. We're going to reach forward, flip that hand, and reverse the warrior without lifting out of that left hip crease. Just stretching up through that side body. Drishti could move up, take that inhale. Exhale, windmills, hands either side of the foot. Right hand's going to stay. You'll lift that back heel and then left arm flies. So here we're preparing this to find a solid foundation by taking this right shoulder and tucking it onto the back. So you'll feel that stability coming in so we can get stronger in our bones as well as the bones are reacting to support your weight. Lifting one more time, you're going to feel the pressing of the right hand into the mat to get a little bit taller but keep those hips square. Exhale sets left hand down. Let's step right for that to meet left. Half lift will be your inhale. Exhale, fold deeply. Separate your feet just a little. Separate your hands, place them on the mat. And let's just inhale the right arm out to the side as you straighten right leg and bend your left knee. So here you're exploring a lovely stretch through right IT so as you can again use the sensation of feeling grounded with that left hand, pushing it down so that you can reach a little bit more. The right hand is kind of lifting the right sit bone to the sky. One more time, breathe. Exhale, right hand comes down, we just switch. Left knee straightens, right knee bends, we take left arm up, breathe here. always just observing the body. How am I feeling here? Where's the tension? What am I breathing into? What am I awakening? One more time, big inhale. Exhale, let's take this left hand down. Set both feet together again, sit into the chair, and we'll inhale to that chair pose. Exhale is going to take hands to heart center. A little bit of pressure between the hands, shoulder blades down the back. And then see if you can roll the weight into the balls of the feet and just peel those heels up off the mat one more time, lifting up onto the toes nice and high. You'll start to lean your chest back slightly as you sit deeper into the chair. And then squeezing heels together, see if you can open up your knees. How low can you sit? And again, can you stabilize? Can you stabilize even when it's shaking and all that stuff is showing up? How can I be still? Now take your hands to the mat. Right between your legs, you're going to sit up here for crow pose, or you could settle right into Malasana squat. If you're taking crow pose, hands will come out in front of you. You might walk your feet back a little bit, on toes together. You'll just lift the knees high up onto the backs of the arms, start to shift forward, picking up those toes and lifting the knees. You can begin to straighten your arms into crane, pulling chest forward. Playing with whatever feels right for you here. One more breath, big inhale wherever you are. If you want to, you could exhale, shoot it back through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, and we're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Let's take a couple breaths in down dog. Down dog is not a passive pose. It is one to recenter. Reset, but it's definitely not passive. You want to feel the inhale, lengthening spine. Always want to encourage that. You want to engage through the belly, push the chest back, actively pressing the earth away. And always you're working to get the heels down, the hips up, and awaken through the backs of the legs. Breathe. Let's inhale the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your right knee. And exhale, flip your dog. You're going to slowly bring that foot to the floor. Once it lands, inhale's going to lift the hips. Exhale, just reaches through the fingers. We're here for one more breath. See if you can inhale across your belly and your chest and just feel that expanding. And as you exhale, try and reach for the floor. Take it all the way back around. As you inhale, stretch your right leg back. Exhale, bring it in, set the foot down. One breath, one movement. Warrior one's inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse that warrior, inhale. And exhale, hands come to either side of the foot, left hand stays. This time we're going to side plank. So take that shoulder blade onto the back, pick up your right foot. Maybe you grab it with your fingers. Maybe just stack those feet. Everything is perfect. We're holding here 5. Whatever you've chosen, you can add on. Maybe you're taking tree legs or sending right leg to the sky. 4, staying with it. 3, wherever you are, push the floor away and lift everything else as you take a big inhale. Chaturanga is your exhale, high low plank. You can also skip it just to down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg lifts, inhale, we bend the knee. And exhale, flips that dog, moving with your breath. There's a big inhale when you land to open. The exhale takes you deeper, reaching. Again, inhale, opens, belly, chest expands. Exhale, we reach. Take it back around. Inhale, stretches the leg back. Exhale, brings knee to nose, setting foot down. Ground, inhale, rise, root to rise. Exhale, opens. Reverse that warrior inhale. Exhale is going to take hands to either side of the foot. And inhale, lifts left arm, taking you to side plank, right shoulder into the back. We stabilize first, pick up the foot, and bring it. And I love that. The less fidgety we can be, the distraction away from the shape. And then once we get there, again, we love where the shaking is coming in, where the struggle is coming in. Can I find stillness there? It starts by stilling the mind, your eyes to one point, and then don't even blink. Don't let a thought come in. Be still for 4. You're already there. 3, can you lift a little higher with an inhale? Your chaturanga is your exhale, move all the way through. Upward facing dog is your inhale. And downward facing dog is your exhale. We're here 3 breaths this time in your reset mode. Breathe. Squeeze belly in and up. Mulaband, chest back, tuck the chin. One more time, breathe. Heels down, chest back. Keep the hips back as you inhale, lift up. So chest is pressing back as you lift to the balls of feet, bend the knees. Hips go back and then you spring lightly top of your mat. Half lift, inhale, that super nice cut. Exhale, fold. Let's rise up to the sky with the inhale breath, reach up. So stay here, interlace your fingers, just releasing your pointer fingers. Take a moment to root down through your feet, maybe spread your toes out, press the feet firmly into the floor. Drop your head back into your shoulders, look up at the ceiling. As you inhale, lift your ribcage, lift your chest. As you exhale, push your hips forward and go back just a little bit, even if it's just an inch. Play with it, get comfortable. Squeeze your legs again, feel safe. As you inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, go back a little further, squeeze those glutes. We're here for one more full breath. Inhale's a little bit bigger, and your deepest expression is here for 3. How far back can you look for 2 and go back for 1? Rise all the way up, inhale, reach up. Pull the belly in. Let's exhale, fold all the way deep, fold. Separate your feet hip width distance. Peace fingers will hook around those big toes. Inhale lifts the chest a little. Exhale, face the shins as you pull. Bend the elbows. Again, it's all about how you're feeling. We're breaking down the stuckness in the body. We don't realize how much of stuff we accumulate and just stuff it, hide it in the body. As we move through this practice, we're freeing those parts of the body and clearing out the muck, the buildup, the debris. So it always is your individual practice. It's what do I need today? What have I accumulated throughout the week? One more breath. Your deepest expression, really pull. Release those toes. Take your hands to your hips. Press into your hip creases, draw the heart forward. Let's rise, inhale. Lean back. Hands to heart. Revisit your intention. So knowing I'm doing the work. I'm getting closer to receiving. Take an inhale, circle sweep those arms. Big breath, invite it in, open to receive. Exhale, fold all the way, belly to spine. Half lift is that inhale to set up. You can go through your chaturanga or step back. Up dog will be your inhale, or we'll just all meet in downward facing dog. Picking up your right leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, meet a right shoulder. Come in and hold it, 5. 4. See if you can lift it into the armpit. 3, come higher onto the ball of that foot. Tippy toe, this is beautiful, cat, so strong. 1, take it all the way back, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, set the foot between your hands. Drop your left knee to the floor. Top of left foot comes down to the mat as well. You start to press into right foot as you come forward and lift here. You got to press the top of the shin into the mat and the top of this foot. So the more stuff you can get on the floor, feeling that foundation, the more stable you'll feel. You'll hug your hips in like you're pulling your knees or your right heel towards your left knee, squeezing in your thighs. And now slide the hips a little bit forward. And as you inhale, look up and lift your ribcage. As you exhale, go back a little bit. Notice where your eyes are. Can you look a little further back? Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, go back a little bit further. From here, we'll inhale, rise back up to straighten out the spine. Curl your toes under. And exhale, arms go back and pick up your knee. Right into a runner's lunge, squeezing shoulder blades together, pressing powerfully into right foot. You want to feel underside of this glute engaging, the top of that thigh, and then we're pulling the heart forward, so we're high up on the ball of this foot. From here, inhale, just reach these arms up to crescent lunge. Exhale, let's open up to the right, so right arm goes behind you into a twisted crescent lunge, left arm comes forward. And really work at the rib, or at the core here to invite this twist. So the rib cage is moving, shoulders are down. Try not to lean forward with this, almost encouraging a leaning towards the back of your mat as you sink deeper into the thigh. Keep your drishti right where it is, don't move your eyes, but take your right hand to the back of your left thigh. Once you've grounded, take the left arm, reach it up without moving drishti. As the left arm reaches to the sky, rotate the palm to face the back of the space. Now move your gaze to your left palm. Take a big inhale and stretch out of left side body. Reach. Exhale, ground your back heel as you unravel to a warrior two, right where we were before. Sink it down deep. We're going to reach, flip, inhale, reverses that warrior. Left hand comes up to your hip. As you exhale, we'll lean into this front foot, shift, and pick up this back leg. You can always bring your right hand to a blocker or to the floor, but maybe notice if you can just shift and find your balance. Hover here, and then start to come down, and then once you feel balanced, maybe left arm can start to come up, and we just really open up the body. Energy to this back heel, flex that foot, and really roll the shoulder blade back. Challenging transition here. We're going to take from here a big inhale, so we're nice and open. Exhale is going to take hands together at the heart and left knee behind right. You'll turn your chest, so we're coming to Shiva squat. So it's a nice curtsy. We come down all the way low. We want to keep those toes hovered if you can. Pulling right hip up and back, 4, 3, squeezing. 4, 2, back to that half moon. Open it back up. Stay with me. 4, 3, challenging for sure. My strongest students circle here. Bend this right knee, step it back to a warrior two, and let's reverse that warrior with a big inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands to either side of your foot. Step left foot to meet right, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. All the way to the sky. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, fold, pull belly to spine. Half lift is your inhale. Chaturanga is your exhale. Again, you can always skip that. Inhale's your up dog. Exhale's your down dog. Lift the left leg up, inhale. Knee the left shoulder's your exhale, we hold. We brought it in and held it, squeezing. You want to keep belly engaged and find the tip of that big toe as you shift forward more for a 3. So trying to not run from the pose, but staying connected to a 2. All the way back is your inhale. That foot comes between your hands with your exhale, setting up as you drop your right knee for crescent moon. The top of the foot to the floor as we inhale, arms up. Taking first a little baby back bend. This is beautiful. Grounding. You want to feel top of the foot and shin trying to ground, squeezing inner thighs. You'll look up, take that inhale. Really slowly exhale, moving the drishti, moving the body. The inhale, you feel it. You feel the ribcage. Exhale, hips go forward and you go back just a little bit deeper. One more breath like this. Your deepest expression, fearless, brave, we open. Inhale, come back up. Prepare by curling the toes under on that right foot. Exhale, arms go back and knee lifts. Yes. It's almost like the arms pick the knee up. You want to feel that energy. And then the fingertips have that spark as they're pulling the chest forward. Beautiful. The belly is lifting away from the thigh, and we're lifting right quadricep away from the mat. Let's inhale, come up to that crescent lunge, set it up. Exhale, we'll just take the twisted crescent now to the left. So right arm forward, left arm is back. Noticing here the inner thighs squeezing, and then bringing that twist into the core, the chest, the ribcage, the shoulders, arms stay down. Left hand. Don't move your gaze, just bring left hand back of that thigh, and right arm starts to lift up. Palm will face the back of the space. Shifting your gaze up to the right palm. Take this inhale as you stretch out the right side body. Exhale, gracefully unraveling to a warrior two. The right heel grounds, and we sink down into this thigh. We're going to reverse the warrior again, so left arm comes up. Begin to slide right hand up to your waist. Slowly, just shift the weight into left foot, slowly. And so you can just explore, can I pick up my right foot? And then just noticing here as you tilt the body down, the right leg comes up. Stay like this, if you're feeling comfortable. If you want to add on, right arm starts to reach up towards the sky. And again, we're just adding on. Now we want to open up just a little bit more. Stay here, just one more inhale. Then we start to bring hands together. This starts that rotation, and the left knee comes, or excuse me, right knee behind left knee, Shiva squat. We're here for 3. Lovely, pulling left hip up and back, sitting down lower. And here's the hard part. Push left foot into the floor to burst back open, like a seed sprouting within you, right? That intention already. coming into fruition. And the work is hard. One more breath. Bend the left knee. Exhale, we step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverses that warrior. Exhale, windmills, hands either side of the foot. Right foot steps to meet left. Half lift is our inhale. Exhale, we fold deep. All the way to sky. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Hands to your heart. Exhale, ground, reset. Taking this flow, one breath, one movement. You've got this. We're going to do that 2 times. We're stretching it out from there. Inhale, circle sweep the arms. Big breath. Exhale, fold all the way. Half lift will be our inhale. Chaturanga is your exhale. Just 2 more flows. Moving with the breath. Inhale, big full breath in. Exhale is your downward facing dog. Right leg lifts with the inhale. Knee to right shoulder is your exhale. We take it back. Inhale, reach back. Knee to nose, set the foot down. Left knee comes down. Exhale. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, curl the toes under and lift that knee. We're going to go right to exalted inhale. Left arm comes up. Exhale is your warrior two. Unravel it. Reverse it with an inhale. And right to that half moon. Exhale. Squeeze. Kind of drag your left foot with control. Moving. Here, left arm can come up. This is your inhale. Exhale. Shiva squat. Take it low. Half moon is your inhale. We're going to add on right here. Exhale, see if you can rotate your chest down so we're in airplane pose. Take a big inhale, pull that heart forward. Now draw your knee to your chest as you rise to stand one-legged Tadasana. Right hand's going to come across and grab knee or foot, left hand to heart. Just going to open up here, dancing Shiva. Again, you could be modified or, as Kat is demonstrating, and Drishti, adding that challenge of moving the gaze back. 3, you're already here. 2, from here, we'll just swing this leg all the way back through a chaturanga. High to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take a cleansing breath here. Everybody, big inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. You're almost there. Lift that left leg, inhale. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Yoga is not easy. Inhale, we take it back. Right, but nothing is. Exhale, knee to nose, set the foot down, drop the knee. Inhale, the arms come up. Again, as the arms go back, knee lifts, exhale. Right into exalted. Left arm stays back as right arm flies, inhale. And right to that warrior two, exhale, we open. Reverse it with your inhale, full lungs. Slide right hand up. Exhale's your half moon, go for it. Inhale it open. Exhale's your Shiva squat, take it low and slow. Inhale opens you back up. Exhale slowly rotates you to airplane. Take an inhale to arrive. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, rise to stand and grab the foot. Exhale, begin to kick, go for it. Again, you could also be grabbing the knee for that modification. Staying here and connecting for 5. Feeling the breath. Being in the shape. 3, 2. Again, we'll swing that leg back. Take it all the way to the mat. Hands down, chaturanga. You guys are amazing. Yes, inhale's your up dog. Exhale's your down dog. We cannot control our outside circumstances. Life never stops. The only thing we have control over is that inner dialogue. So really, right now, choose your thoughts that are supporting you. We only have one more, and you've worked this hard. Inhale, let's rise to the balls of the feet, bend the knees. Exhale, hop, step it to the top of the mat. Let's do this together. Half lift, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Rise up, inhale, make this your best flow. Let's swan dive, exhale, take it all the way. Half lift, inhale to set up. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Make it beautiful. Inhale, the right leg, it flies. So light. Exhale, knee to right shoulder, glide. Take it back, inhale. Bring it in and set it down, dropping the knee, exhale. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, arms go back, knee lifts. Exalt as your inhale, left arm goes up. Warrior two is your exhale. Reverse that warrior inhale. Right to half moon, exhale. Last flow, challenge yourself. Inhale here, open. Shiva squat, exhale, take it low. Open it back up with your inhale. Exhale, airplane. Inhale. We're going to come back up and grab that, or knee to chest. Grab the foot or the knee. 5, 4, 3. Push right foot into floor. Let something open up a little deeper than last time. 3. It's why we do it twice. 2. Let's send that leg back as you move through a chaturanga. Step it back, bend the knee, and flow. Beautiful. Up dog's your inhale. And down dog is your exhale. For our left side, lifted inhale. We're almost there. Bring it in. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. All the way back, inhale. Bring it in and set it down with the knee. Exhale. We come up. Inhale with grace. As the arms go back, that knee lifts. Exhale. Inhale to exalted. Right arm flies. Warrior two is your exhale. Unravel it. Reverse it, inhale, big breath. Fullest breath you can take. Exhale, come forward and lunge. Inhale to arrive. Exhale, Shiva squat, come down low. Open it back up, inhale. Airplane, exhale, rotate. Inhale, lift chest, right. Exhale, knee to chest, and we come all the way. Hand to foot or knee. Time to stabilize, to be in your body. The mind is wandering. Use the shape not as a distraction to create the wandering, but as an anchor for the mind to come into the body, where true transformation becomes available. Let's send that leg back, chaturanga. You guys are there, beautifully done. So awesome. Up dog's your inhale, and down dog is your exhale. So we're gonna hop coming into a forward fold. So coming into Dandasana first. Can you hop through? Hop through? Yeah, like that. Cute. Okay, perfect. Just like that. All right, let's do that. Hands are going to come to the sides of your hips. And I just want you to flex your feet. And right here, Dandasana is just, can I get my spine nice and straight with the shoulders back? Can I push my arms straight? Push my legs straight, sending energy through the heels, toes back. And then pull the chin to your chest. So you're really just finding length, sending energy through the heels. Now pull the belly in and up and lengthen. Hold this. Now keeping chest lifting off of your waist. Take one more inhale, lift the ribcage. Exhale, start to come forward. Take your hands and reach them for your big toes. Peace fingers hook around those big toes. We're just going to grab big toes first set. Take a little inhale here, pull the belly in. Exhale, draw deeper. Chest comes forward. Every inhale, goal is ribcage moving forward. Every exhale, goal is pubic bone moving back and folding deeper, drawing those knees down, chest forward. Inhale, even if it's micro movements, they're big in the body. We're clearing away that stuff, hidden, old stories, binds, ties to your past. They're all hidden in the muscle fibers, in the tissues. We're clearing, cleansing the body, freeing ourselves. Now as you inhale, just lift your head, lift your chest. Reach your arms past your feet, and exhale, get the best grip you can. Maybe you're grabbing a wrist past your foot. Maybe you're grabbing your hands. Maybe you're not even able to get your feet. Wherever you are, it's perfect. Inhale, we just notice where we begin. And exhale, we allow ourselves to move deeper, pushing the knees down. Hold the belly and squeeze. Chest forward, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. This big breath in and exhale. Lift your head, inhale, your chest, and then release your feet. We're going to slide the feet into Baddha Konasana. So we began today in the Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined butterfly. Here, just bringing the feet in, or bound foot pose. So we want to open up the feet, the soles of the feet. You want those knees pressing towards the floor. Again, we always start with that Danda spine, that nice tall spine. So inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, start to fold. Drawing the belly in with the inhale, we're gonna lengthen chest forward. Exhale, goal here is forehead coming all the way to the floor and heart resting on feet. We always want the goal in mind. We're never focused on how far away from the goal that we are, but we focus on the target, where we're headed one day. Inhale. And if you're gonna notice anything, notice your progress. 2 more times, inhale. Notice how you're a little further than yesterday. Or a year ago. 1 more time, breathe. Exhale. So rising up super carefully, we'll take the hands to the outsides of the thighs, we'll bring those legs in. I want you to set your feet onto the mat just like this, hip width distance. Take your hands behind you, about 10 inches, 12 inches, and pressing the heels down, just lift your hips. Tabletop position. You'll pull the chin to the chest and then drop the head all the way back. And you might feel super tight in this at first, so we just lift up and breathe into it. We're here for 5 full breaths, allowing this to take you deeper. Each breath, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You got 2 more breaths. Feel the inhale moving across front side body. Feel the exhale lifting hips, dropping head. Last time. Big full breath here. As you exhale, chin comes back to chest slowly as hips return towards the earth. And once you come all the way down, you're just going to find your way into an embryo pose. So we're just going to come seated on the heels, knees bent like this. And if this doesn't work for you, you can also come child's pose. But embryo, we're just going to lay the belly down. The arms come down your sides, palms face the floor, and you'll just let your head fall. So the belly being compressed against the thighs is bringing your attention to backside body. As you breathe into the belly, the natural flow of the breath moves into front. But here we're pushing that prana, that energy, into the spine. The magic happens, the movement of the energy. Forehead grounding. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale. So you're welcome to stay just like this. Or we're going to move from here right into a headstand. So those of you just working on headstands, and it's not something you can do and there's nobody with you, don't do. You can play with tripod. You can play with just holding Malasana squat. Otherwise, we're going to take the hands into this position. So you just lay your elbows right below your shoulders, interlace your fingers. And then you'll place the back of the head into the hands, top of the head down. Walk your feet in, squeeze your belly in. It can be easiest to just hug your heels in, kind of into a tiny ball, and then just expand up from here. And we're just going to hold this 10 full breaths. Again, many other options if this isn't working for you. You can just find a stretch. Exhale. Those of you that have a wall near you, you could be utilizing the wall to get inverted, just walking your feet up the wall. Inhale, exhale. We're here for 5 more breaths. Last 2, big inhale, exhale, and last breath in. As you exhale, you'll just, again, come out of it the same way you went in. Maybe you curl your knees in, you can also pike it down. We're gonna come all the way, knees and back to that embryo. So, forehead to the floor, and just receiving for a moment. It's normal to feel some pressure, some awakening, some sensation happening in the back of the neck. So we're just receiving this. From here, lifting your head, you walk your hands forward. I just want you to glide onto your belly. Come all the way down onto the belly. Forehead can come right to the floor. If this is super uncomfortable, you can turn one ear to the mat. Keep your arms down your sides so the backs of the hands are resting on the floor. And bring your feet to touch. So we want those big toes touching if that's available. It's okay if knees aren't touching. You're going to lift your shoulders off the mat. So just shoulders lift up first. And then we'll lift the legs up, we'll lift the chest and the head, but keep the hands touching. Hands will stay on the mat, that grounding sensation with the backs of the hands. I want you to continue to pull the shoulder blades away from the floor and then pull them away from your ears. As you lift your chest, get longer, and try and get those big toes to touch as you lift the feet. We're here again, 4 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, just stay with us. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. We're here for the full round of breath. Stay with me. A big inhale. Exhale. We're taking 1 more inhale. Really find the shape. Lift up, fill up, and then exhale. Return to the earth. Come all the way down. Just let it go. Dhanurasana is next. 5 breaths. We're going to bend the knees and grab the feet from the outside. This is floor bow. So again, once you have the feet, just exhale the breath. Let the inhale send a little kick into the hands, lifting chest up, legs up off the mat. Then we'll drop the head back into the shoulders. It's 5 breaths. An inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze. The exhale kicks a little bit more. Inhale, can your drishti find the ceiling? Exhale, can you kick a little bit more? 3 more times, inhale. Exhale, kick. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, kick in our last full round. We inhale and exhale, kick. And last inhale, all the way down, exhale. Again, it could be forehead, it could be opposite ear, whatever works for you. 1 full breath here. And then just reset it. Boom. Grab the feet again, try not to think about it, just reset. It's just 5 breaths. Exhale, take an inhale, kick. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. We want to see the pose increasing. Inhale. And the exhale kicking. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale kicking. And your last full breath. Go for 3. Kick up 2. Let it go all the way. Release to the earth. Big breath in. Big breath out. We're just going to roll over onto your backs. The most graceful transition, but find your way onto your back. And sitting up here for our bridge pose. So knees will be bent and feet coming close to the hips. So similar pose we were just taking, there we were moving against the pull of gravity with the body. Here, grounding through the heels, arms are down your sides. Just start with lifting hips up off the mat. Whole spine begins to peel up and we'll interlace your hands underneath your back. Shoulders pressing down into the mat. As you inhale, chest is coming towards chin. Exhale, lifts the hips a little bit higher. We get 4 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We don't focus on the challenge, right? It just is a place that we can bring our attention to, but the focus is on the healing of whatever is showing up. The release of the struggle, not the focus on the struggle. We focus on the freedom that's coming. 1 more full breath. It's just a change of mind in the practice and you become powerful. So you're going to release your hands but keep those hips up. And then take your hands, arms up, and you can again just keep holding this bridge. Or you can bend at your elbows, placing your hands setting up for this wheel pose or Dhanurasana. Once you have this, we're going to first rise to the top of the head. So she's going to pick up her chest, come to the top of the head. Set this up, take a big inhale, push. Lift all the way into wheel, 5 breaths. Again, it's an inhale. Or you could be staying in that bridge pose, just 4 more breaths. Exhale. Inhale, push as far away. Exhale. For me, my inhale is stretching across the belly, opening. Exhale, I push and lift. Inhale, I open. Exhale, push and lift. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down, chin to chest. Wherever you are, lay your spine down 1 vertebra at a time. Once you come all the way down, you're just going to take one breath to reset it. Those of you that went into wheel, we're doing it again. Set the hands up. Don't think about it. This time I'm going to ask you to do a little different. So we're going to, instead of lifting the hips, see if you can just pop your chest and come to the top of your head. Then from here, lift those hips and lift all the way up. Boom. That's it. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last time, breathe. Exhale. Don't come down, but just come to the top of your head if you can. Hold. Push back up. Boom. Only 3 breaths. Inhale. You're awesome. If you guys are with me still, stay with it. 2 more times. You can do this. Oh my God. Stay. It's 1 more full breath. Come down, everybody. Woo. Hug your knees into your chest and just reach up and grab them. Yeah, just when you thought you couldn't, you remembered you could. Love it, so strong. Really feel your spine lengthening here. Let the whole spine melt. Oh, perfect song. Yeah, love it. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, breathe. Exhale. We're going to send those legs straight up to the sky and take this to shoulder stand. So however you want to get there. For me, I take my arms down the sides, plant, use my core, rolling the thighs up over and lifting up as I bring hands to back. But you can use momentum here too. A little rock and roll action can take you right into that. Key is we want to get the hands on the back. You'll start to work them up your back a little bit. Elbows coming in a little bit closer towards one another. Squeezing, shoulder heads down. And we're here, 5 breaths. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really try and stretch the legs up. So this is another pose that they all are. The longer we hold the pose, it starts to unfold. You'll start to feel the back of the neck kind of coming down to the mat, the shoulders opening up to create that space. We're opening up around the base of the skull. So we're clearing the passageway of communication from brain to body. Stretch up one more time and recommit to this pose, your best pose. And we're here, 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Breathe. Exhale. And then from here, just bring those legs straight into plow. You'll curl the toes under. You're going to try and keep the legs straight. And this might not be easy right now, right? If you can. And then the arms can come down just like this to the floor. You can keep them on the back, whatever works for you. Ideally, they're on the floor, toes are curled, and legs are straight. Again, you might notice that shaking, that sensation of stuff coming up, and can you stabilize? Can you find stillness in it? And that happens here. It's in the mind. It's that connection of just, I'm going to settle in. I'm not resisting. I'm not waiting for it to be over. I'm just settling into it, and I'm knowing that this is part of the process to get me towards that transformation I asked for at the beginning of the class. We got one more full breath here. And then we'll just bend the knees, taking it to deaf man's pose or your pinning pose. So you point your toes now and try and lay the top of the foot. And you may be staying in first phase, and you may have to come out of this. And all of that is your journey, and it's okay either way. If you're in your pinning pose, you're just working the knees towards the floor, either side. Maybe the knees are sitting on your forehead, just bending a little. Perfect either way. We're here for 2 more breaths. Try and round the tailbone wherever you are, and try and get the shoulders out of the way. So here, she took her arms from long to now wrapping, and that just moves the shoulders to create more space for that rounding sensation. Here, 1 more breath. And from here, we're lowering all the way onto your back. Once you get onto your back, you'll catch your feet for the happy baby. We'll stay there, grabbing the soles of the feet, playing with this. Couple deep breaths here. And then release your legs long, setting up for final pose, fish pose. You're gonna lift right up onto your elbows and drop your head back. So your hands, I usually start with my fingers right up against my hips, and then I'll push the hands into the floor and slide my bottom onto my hips, and then pick up my chest, dropping head back. So goal, top of the head is on the floor, and you're actually pressing into the hands to try and drive the throat to open. We're opening up throat chakra here. We're just holding this pose, we're opening up chest. And here, 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. 4 more times. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Exhale. Be fully tuned in. How does it feel to inhale in this shape? How does it feel to exhale? Last one. Exhale. You're going to slowly come back onto your back, completely flat. And from here, just Shavasana, laying all the way flat. Rotate the palms to face up. Maybe exploring your Shavasana. Looks like separating the feet a little bit. Taking the arms away from your body. Sliding shoulders onto the back. Eyes are closed. Just letting your awareness now travel to the results of your practice. How does the body feel? Allowing yourself to just dissolve. To be held. Bring your attention to your toes and give them permission to relax. Just feel them relaxing. Relaxing the soles of your feet. Your legs. Giving permission to your hips to melt. Your glutes. Relaxing your belly, your chest. Shoulders. Softening all the muscles of your face. Relaxing your eyes. I thought I would read to you today from one of my favorite books, Iyengar's Light on Yoga. In this book he says, happy is the man who knows how to distinguish the real from the unreal, the external from the transient, and the good from the pleasant, by his discrimination and wisdom. Twice blessed is he who knows true love and can love all God's creatures. He who works selflessly for the welfare of others with love in his heart is thrice blessed. But the man who combines within his mortal frame knowledge, love, and selfless service is holy and becomes a place of pilgrimage. Those who meet him become calm and purified. Start to tune back into your body, deepening your breaths. And When you're ready, you'll gently draw your knees into your chest. Keep your eyes closed and just let your knees fall over to the right, just for a gentle twist. Your arms can slide out a little wider, and maybe your chin falls over to the left. And we'll slowly bring those knees back through center to the other side, letting the chin fall. And keep your knees where they are and just roll all the way onto that side. In the fetal position, your face can be cradled inside of your arm. Pausing here for a breath or two into the back of the heart. Noticing how this shape feels safe and protected and held and loved. And this is what we're here to do, to cultivate that deep self-love. A feeling of being secure, protected. Take your top hand, right hand out in front of you, and just press up to a seat. Let's come to a seat. Because when we have that self-love, that's when we can step into that place where we become holy, where we're here in selfless service, with wisdom, a divine wisdom. It goes beyond the accumulation of things, but instead is based on compassion and that desire to truly know, to truly understand. Sit up nice and tall, and let's seal our practice together. Take your hands out to your sides so hearts are open. So even though we're separated, to feel as though we're bonded, we're connected, we're together. And take an inhale, arms will circle up over your head, big stretch. As you exhale, take your hands and guide them past your mind. See, this is what the true yogi understands, that the wisdom is when we can take the mind and link it with the heart. Thank you so much for joining me. It's our amazing namaste.